Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. It takes the smell away. Na 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 na. Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Smell away.
Your pussy stank.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There you go. I'm the man in the city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though. I'm the man in this city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. Maserati gon' kill this beat, I'm just saying though. Foreign riding high shit, looking like a lick. Lurking for a hop, stain them like a dirty fit. I'm Molly rolling pills, knew it took a nigga bricks. I put this on a boss, he can't get back shit. Streets fuck with Maserati, I'm just saying though. TTG, I'm trained to grind, I'm just saying though. I love pussy, money and sex, I'm just saying though. You ain't bout this fucking life, I'm just saying though. Green light, a nigga gon' focus on them, somebody dying. Get your funeral shot up while everybody crying. No sympathy for broke niggas living life of crime. Every gun y'all got for sale, Maserati bang. Traffic, get it cash, I'm a drug dealer. Y'all can't stab me in my back cause I don't trust a nigga. Designer down, Chris Cologne with my teeth grinding. Think I'm lacking, think I'm acting till them shots be fine. I'm the man in the city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though.
Bitch, I'm Lil Flip, you know the man, ho. I am. Trap house doing digits, this the band, though. You can't get no love from me, you a fan, ho. Niggas hating on me, I don't wanna stand him. Get too close and I'm spraying, fam. Down the hill is my land, fam. Robert G's, I can't land, fam. Fuck the buff in the land, fam. I'm just saying, fam. Broke niggas can't stand them. Top shot, open can them. Body bags for his friends and them. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying though.
What up, man? You already know, man. We in here live. Shout out to all the loyal church subscribers, man. You know what I said? We'll make this real quick. We're going to do about an hour and a half. Nigga got to get to this money a little bit, so got shit to do. Hey, check it out, man. I ain't even spoke yet. and niggas already disliking the video. You niggas really hurt about that Colin Kaepernick shit, huh? All right, my nigga. Y'all gonna keep celebrating these moral victories. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn moral victories, man. These niggas killing me, man. I dropped the fucking facts. He's like, how you gonna go against brother? Who the fuck going against him? I just said the nigga's stupid for getting for leaving the fucking NFL. And niggas like, he didn't leave, no team want him. I'm like, motherfucker, I read you niggas his motherfucking address saying that he's leaving football. You know what I'm saying? You hotep niggas, boy. He's standing for our rights. All right, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Chirac, and the police ain't stopped shit out here because a nigga took a knee, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't a speech in the world gonna stop this shit, man. You niggas better get real, man. So all this week, I'm gonna try to start just dropping real shit. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. It's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want shit to be. I'm just gonna tell you what the fuck it is. That's all I'm here to do. I'm ready to cook. So, shout out my nigga Anwar, man. Shout out Judy. Damn, do I not have moderators no more? Something happened to my account? Rika, you ain't a moderator no more? Or you quit? What's going on, man? All right, man. Let's get back to this shit, man. Let's get back to this real shit, man. So, today, I wanted to touch on this topic, man. It's been on my mind for a minute. I had it written down. I was like, yo, I got to talk to the people. It's the perfect time. We've been, the momentum, as far as we talking about money, building, making the right moves in life. That's what we've been talking about, and a lot of y'all been liking those type of discussions. So, you know, we ain't always got to talk about the hoes and the dating scene, you know, because you know my motto, it's all about being a commodity, you know, commodity status. That's what I promote. I want all of y'all to get it. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to talk about the white collar game versus the blue collar game. Okay? And I really want to go into this because a lot of the failures the failures of this generation, in my opinion, the struggles of this generation is because niggas don't understand the importance of money. Okay? Now, the people from my old generation, the ones that was working in them factories in the 70s, 80s and shit like that, 60s, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much they pretty much build the basis of the family, the black family, for a period of time. But what happened was they told a lot of the younger generation to do what they thought was going to get them to the next level and take the family to the next level. Right? What they thought was purely just going to college was going to equal money. And this is why they believe that. Because you will have a man who worked at one of these factories or one of these plants, these assembly plants or whatever like that, and he's been working there for 10, 15 years. And then all of a sudden, a young white boy, young college boy, comes to the factory and works there and starts off making what this nigga worked 15 years to get. And in those break rooms, those laborers would always talk about, you know, these motherfuckers don't even know the job. How the fuck are they paying them like that? So they're in a point in life where they're so stuck in the job, they couldn't even go to school if they wanted to. So what they did was say, you know what? I'm going to make sure my kids get that education so they can come into these jobs and make exactly what I'm making. And make more money than what I'm making. So a lot of people from that generation died trying to get their children to go to college, right? And you had other people, business owners, you know, black business owners. They would see how other white business owners and their kids would go to these colleges, get these big time corporate jobs and be wearing these suits and shit like that. And they wanted that for their children. But what happened was they didn't realize that two things. They couldn't afford to send these kids to school. Even if they passed, they couldn't afford it. And second of all, they didn't think that the game would eventually get saturated by motherfuckers who went to college, thus evening the playing field. Now, what happened was a lot of black folks from that era lost sight of what that hand-to-hand small business, cash money, how big that shit was, how big small business was, how big labor was, how much money was in it. And what they taught their kids to do was to chase the title, because their managers, their supervisors were all college educated people. And they didn't have to get their hands dirty. And what the problem was, that generation didn't want the new generation to get their hands dirty, because they said that that's not the future. They didn't see that as the future. The laborer and everybody, you know, they wanted their kids to be in them corporate jobs. Now what happened to the black businesses in the hood? They sent their kids to college. And I can confirm that because my mother was one of them. My grandmother owned the cleaners on the south side of Chicago. That business was our family for the longest. Sent her daughters to colleges, big colleges, you know. And they got sold that dream about being in these corporate environments, being in these getting them corporate checks, and lost sight of the small business and how much money that could bring in the legacy. So a lot of times these small business owners sent their kids to college, and when they passed on, they let the businesses were gone because these kids didn't see the importance of that business. They didn't see no future in it. Why would I struggle working with these jobs when I could go here, get benefits, get all this, get all that, right? So a lot of the businesses that were supposed to get handed down to these smart so-called college kids got let go. So then you got a lot of black businesses from that era, from the 70s and the 80s and early 90s that was flourishing, gone now because the owners of those businesses sent their kids to college, and them kids didn't take on that legacy because they didn't see the big deal in it. Okay? Now, I know for a fact, all my old heads, everybody in my family, all they used to push was just go to school. No matter how much it cost, when you get out, you just pay the loans back. I didn't go about it that way. I didn't go about it that way because I realized that I met people who had degrees who were broke as shit. I always wanted the money. I wanted a degree too. I found another avenue to get my degree paid for, to get my college classes paid for. And a lot of people don't explore those options. You know, you hear a lot of the hoteps, you know, tell you don't join the armed forces and shit like that. You hear a lot of hoteps tell you don't join these corporations and shit like that. Keep black money. All right, motherfucker. And I'm not knocking nobody who went to college. But if you went to college based off of what your parents told you and they ain't put no money behind that shit, and they just told you they sent you over to Sally Mae, and you signed that paperwork and you struggling now, they did you a disservice, fam, because they did not teach you the game. They didn't teach you the game. There's a white collar game and a blue collar game. Both of these games have one end result that you need to focus and pay attention on, and it's getting the money. Don't ever lose sight of getting the money. Now, the older generation just told you to just go to fucking school. So you got a bunch of motherfuckers who went to school, acquired all this debt, and they coming back out and they working at the Gap. Now this older generation of people who are the laborers are mad at the new generation and harping on these kids, telling them they need to get their life together. But you sent them to college and they wasn't ready for the real world. You sent them to college and they shit wasn't paid for like these other motherfuckers you tried to emulate. Like these other races of people you tried to emulate. You sent them out, got the degree with no plan. Your plan didn't work. That's why you are working this laboring job, making $100,000, and your kid has all the education in the world, making $45,000 a year, and you don't get it. So let's really get into this. There's a white collar game and a blue collar game. Now, the retirement plan for the white collar game is the 401k in most cases. Most big corporations are not doing pensions. Corporate corporations where you're not really dealing with the physical aspects. I'm gonna get into this. Just hear me. Like technology fields and you know what I'm saying, goods and shit like that, Just hear me. White collar game, 401k retirement plan. That's what it is. Because when motherfuckers had them pensions and all that shit, like Imran and shit funds get taken out, motherfuckers start gambling with y'all money and the company fold and all the people. No, they just doing 401k. They're just doing 401ks now. That time has came and went. Some of those people are still locked into those and grandfathered into those plans when they first started, but the new hires are not going to be getting pensions from these major corporations. Then you have a blue collar game. The blue collar game, city workers, laborers, unions, construction workers, electricians, you know what I'm saying? Even the big manufacturing companies, Ford and, Chevy and shit like that. Hands-on labor workers, pension plans, cops, pension plans. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of torn whether or not the judicial system, whether you're a lawyer for the state or like judges and shit, I'm not sure whether to call those blue collar or white collar, so we gonna go baby blue collar. Because they get pictures too. They get pictures too. Now, one thing about the white collar game, they require you to come in with a certain amount of education. They don't care how you got it. You just gotta have it. Okay? So what happens is niggas go to these schools, and all of these motherfuckers went to this school, and everybody got all this debt, are competing for a $50,000 to $70,000 job, entry level, right? Now you owe at least $80,000, $90,000 from a good school, maybe $60,000, $70,000 from a mediocre school, in debt. And that's not including interest. Because if you were to do their fucking payment plan the way that they got it scheduled out, that $60,000 you owe probably gonna turn into like $90,000 to $100,000. So you're really buying a house that you're never living in. But I don't want to get too deep into this. But let's go back. So now you got this $60,000, $70,000 job. But you have this fucking student loan bill that's kicking you in the dick every month for about $550. Okay? So what that student loan payment did was kick your lifestyle from a salary, and we ain't even talk about how much you're getting taxed and what you contributed to your 401k. We just talk about your $60,000 job, what's eating at it. You are going to live a $40,000 lifestyle, right? Because you got all this education and you didn't think it through and find ways to get it paid for. Okay? So, you go back and see how your parents are living. And they're living fucking great. Your daddy had this blue collar job. Your mama got in with the state back in the day. She had this motherfucking blue collar job. But you got all the education. You're 10 times smarter than them. But yet and still your pockets don't reflect this. And your pockets don't reflect this because you were chasing the credentials. You were chasing the fucking paperwork and not the paper. And there's ways to win in the white collar game. But going about it with the strategy that the people who came before us told us to do, just shipping your ass to school and you acquiring all this fucking debt, that's not how you win at the white collar game. The white collar game is simple like this, man. You get your school paid for from either, okay, three ways. Three ways I would suggest you do this. You go to a junior college for your first 2 years. Okay? If you got to pay out of pocket for that, that's not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That whole situation may be about $10,000 in 2 years. It's not a whole lot of money. Get that shit done. Boom. At least come into the corporate world with your fucking associates. But you need to find corporations that actually have tuition assistance. Okay? Even if the salary is fair, it's decent. You need to be working there to milk the benefits of the company. Get the fucking degree out the company. Boom. Now you got a free degree. Now you can move around. You let this one company educate you for free, and now you can go about and move how you want to move. You need to find companies that pay for college. There are plenty of fucking companies that pay for college. Another way you can do this, take your ass to the armed forces at a young age. Take your ass to the armed forces. At least go to the fucking reserves if you ain't trying to be full-time with it. Get that 4 years over with. Because you the hotep niggas telling niggas not to do this shit, but y'all don't got no type of retirement plan or medical benefits or nothing for motherfucking niggas. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of fucking benefits with the government. You niggas used all types of other government assistance, so don't look at me crazy when I tell you that there are fucking benefits of joining the armed forces. And you, with joining the armed forces and coming out with your degree, now you got more options to play the field. Now you can either go blue collar or you can go white collar because you trained in both. Shout out my man, Mr. Old School. So now you train with both. You can go blue collar or you can go white collar. Now you're worth something on the job market. Okay? And now you don't got no debt. So you can take on a $50,000, $60,000 job entry level and live a $50,000, $60,000 lifestyle and build from there. You wonder why all of these motherfuckers with their masters. See, I had to speak on this shit. And the reason why I had to speak on this shit because I hear a lot of these bitches with all their degrees shitting on blue collar men. And we're gonna really get into this. They shitting on blue collar men and trying to hide behind these fucking degrees. But I'm here to tell you, I have dated women all the way up to a doctorate who are fucking broke. Hundreds of $1,000s in debt. Chicks with master's degrees. Working a $60,000 job. If that. Listening to motherfuckers like they mama who working at the post office or some shit, or who ready for retirement, getting good money because she don't got no fucking debt. The game is about money. You can't go to school and learn this shit. You motherfuckers don't get this shit, fam. It's motherfuckers out here right now with bullshit PhDs wondering why they broke because they lost sight of the fucking money. How the fuck do you have Pakistanis, Indian motherfuckers, Chinese motherfuckers who don't know the language but can send their kids to school cashed out? Why? Because they understand business. Business don't have a color. It don't have a language. They don't even have to speak the language. I have this shit. You want this shit? This is how much this shit costs. Give me this fucking money, and I will give you your goods. The Mexican community, you niggas shit on the Mexicans like they broke. I'm gonna tell you right now, Mexicans ain't broke. Mexicans ain't broke. Because I'm gonna tell you why. They understand that small business is big fucking business. You niggas laughing at these niggas doing all this motherfucking carpentry work and rehab work and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you walking past in a fucking Brooks Brothers suit. But let me tell you, them niggas got more money than you. Because they not stupid. You got fooled by that white collar dream and scared to get your fucking hands dirty. Because what the Mexican niggas do is they'll have a crew of motherfuckers. They'll undercut everybody for that work, do it for the low, and they'll do it in their own neighborhood. So them little abandoned houses, they'll go buy that fucking abandoned house for $2,000 to $5,000, fucking do all the work in that bitch. Put like 10, 15 in it. Now you 20 in the house. And rent that motherfucker out for $1,500 a month to a nigga like you with a job. Now that motherfucker sitting on a motherfucking house, bringing him in $1,500 a month, plus he out here working his ass off. He living the same fucking lifestyle money-wise as you Brooks Brothers suit wearing ass motherfuckers looking down on them. Niggas always, how the fuck these niggas look so broke, but they got all these businesses and shit like that? Because small business is big business. Getting your fucking hands dirty is big business. I'm gonna be real. My mama, master's degree, all that shit, making good money. My daddy, a laborer, blue collar. He trumps her salary. Trumps it. Regardless of the education I got, I don't make what he make. Because niggas was chasing the fucking paperwork and not the paper. Niggas is out here right now looking down on motherfuckers because they got a degree. It's so many ways to get money. 50 Cent was one of the realest niggas. He said this shit, man, in an interview one time, man. He said, nigga, you can't go to school for this shit. You got to know how to pick this shit up as you go. Why do you think all the fucking millionaires don't got degrees in business and shit like that? They told you that, and no knock if you decide to go and get that business degree. Get the knowledge, but apply it. Don't just have it on a piece of paper. Apply this shit. But just know that you might end up working for a motherfucker who never even went to school. As long as you understand and get money, you understand how important money is, you understand the science of money, you understand how money works, you can win. But I'm telling you, there are plenty of motherfuckers out here with degrees who do not understand how money works. That's why you got all these fucking single mothers running around here, still chasing degrees, broke as fuck. And you know, listen, and you know who really saves a lot of these fucking so-called educated bitches with all these degrees and all this debt? You know who's there to fucking save them for their fuck-ups? A blue-collar man. These hoes are looking for blue-collar brothers because they don't want to admit that they was sold this bullshit dream of fucking rising up the corporate ladder until they got in that shit and realized how much politics it was. At least in the blue collar world, shit is just black and white. You showed up on time, you worked this amount of years, your promotion's coming up. Ain't a whole lot of kissing ass and none of that shit. You ain't gotta have no personality, you just do your fucking job and go the fuck home. That corporate shit, you gotta fucking mix and mingle and kiss ass, do all this shit, be friends with the right motherfuckers. Hopefully the right motherfucker can pull you in. If that motherfucker get fired, then you gotta fucking revamp your fucking strategy and shit. Your fucking credentials don't mean shit when you're dealing with a bunch of motherfuckers playing favoritism. The blue collar hustle. The blue collar hustle. Listen. Don't let nobody tell you that that's a fucking dumb, a brute, dumb motherfucking, a game for a motherfucker who can't think. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you like this. The blue collar motherfuckers got better retirement plans than any white collar motherfucker. Because one wrong investment, these white collar motherfuckers are on the street. Just being real. Just being real. Blue collar workers make good money and they don't have a lot of debt. The Only way you can see a blue-collar motherfucker fucked up is when he got a bunch of kids by one of these hoes and they fucking raping his check. But I know niggas making hundreds of thousands of dollars, blue-collar, hard-working, construction, shit like that. Then still got properties and other shit set up. Making more money than these motherfucking high sedity ass bitches with these degrees talking crazy. The blue collar game has been getting shitted on for so long, and the old generation did not appreciate what that blue collar game brought to the fucking picture, man. Because if it wasn't for the blue collar game, a lot of these families wouldn't have a legacy. And we ruled the blue collar shit as an option. Nobody looks at blue collar to be successful. Maybe in law enforcement, fire safety. But let's think about it. There's longevity in that. They don't fucking have layoffs for the cops. You fuck up, you fired. You get in with the fire department you own, you're gonna be there, serve your time and retire. Or you die if you know, something happens or whatever, but hey, that's the risk you take when you sign up for that. But and paramedics, I would consider doctors, surgeons, and nurses blue collar because they're actually getting their hands dirty. And see, some of these jobs cannot be eliminated. Truck driving, trucking. I know truckers making more money than a motherfucking a district manager for a company. So, do you want to work harder or smarter? What was the end plan? Who fucking advised you to take on all of this fucking debt with all this college shit and no way to pay for it? And you wonder why motherfuckers 45, master's degrees and shit like that still live in apartment to apartment. I'm trying to tell you, fam. A lot of these women, especially our women, got sold this white collar dream. And when you meet them, they are fucked up behind the scenes. It look good. She got a little blazer on. It look good. But let's go to the books. She fucked up. And don't throw a kid in this shit. Do not throw a kid in this shit. She penny pinching the whole year off for $20,000 to herself. She got a kid and student debt. That's why the motherfucking bitches be living with their mama. But the motherfuckers who advising you to do this shit, the way that they told you to do this shit, live 10 times better than you to this day. Why is our old heads living it up? Big old houses in the suburbs, taking vacations, big trips and shit like that, going to go get a new Cadillac every 2 years. And you struggling, but you got all the education because you got all the debt. When these motherfuckers could have pulled you into that state job, pulled you into the family business, and made you that. Fam, when you go talk to these motherfucking Pakistanis and all these motherfuckers, they ain't went to school. These motherfuckers got hundreds of thousands though. Hundreds of thousands. And I don't give a fuck what you think. They can walk into any office building and they gonna get respect. They gonna get some motherfucking respect because they got the money. Motherfucker, see, in this country, I'm gonna tell you like this. Don't nobody give a fuck how you got the money. Long as you got it. Why do you think drug dealers and shit like that can finally find a way to fucking legitimize their money, get out the game, and still live better than your hard-working, educated ass? They took the risk to get the fucking money, and they was willing to die and go to jail for it. But one thing about them, they understand the importance of money. You know what I'm saying? Niggas always thinking that you're going to be able to shoot for that $400,000 CEO role or whatever like that at one of these major corporations. That shit is spoken for by the white founders of that shit. You need to treat them white-collar jobs like an internship. You are there temporarily to gain all the knowledge, soak up the game, and go into business for yourself. But you scared. And it would almost make more practical sense to go blue collar and try doing your own business on the side. And if it don't work, you'll always fall back on blue collar. But you cannot fall back on white collar. It's too political. I want to take some calls, man. I want to take some calls. Yo, who we got from the 347?
Hello, Jap. This is Brooklyn. I just wanted to commend you for this topic because it's really important for like the Black community to know about this stuff because like a lot of people don't understand how this works. And I know that what you're talking about is a fact because I see it every single day. So many people have college degrees and they're working, like you said, they're working in retail or they're, hustling, doing stuff at Starbucks, bartenders and stuff like that. It's like college, it like you said, it's about the hustle. And the thing is, like, they need to teach hustle in college because, I mean, education is kind of good to have, but it's just like, you're right. They sell you a dream. They make you think that once you graduate, that, money just going to be falling to you and stuff like that. But it's not like that. You got to have hustle. And a lot of people don't have it, or even, especially I feel like college is a disadvantage to Black people because, what I've learned, especially with the corporate game, I could speak on that because that's what I know. Mm-hmm. With the corporate game that people won't talk about is that there is a lot of racism, hierarchy, and just who when it comes to corporate America.
Exactly.
And that's why a lot of times it's the white motherfuckers that's winning because, see, when white people go to college, they go to college with the connections already. When these white bitches and these white niggas go to college, they daddy or they uncle or whatever, they already got connects. They just did the paperwork.
But another thing, too, they college is paid for. So even when they get they set up for success. If I send my kids to college and they don't have it paid for, I'm not setting them up for success. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing some shit to just say that they're going to be successful because I think that's what that education automatically equates to money. It doesn't, because there are broke motherfuckers out here with way more education than me. But I know I got more money than a lot of motherfuckers that's telling me this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got a better money plan. And they running around trying to play catch up. And they're not going to get caught up until they around in their 50s. Mm-hmm. It's the blue-collar game has not been getting shown its appreciation like it should be. Motherfuckers always want to just keep pushing their kids to go right into corporate America. Go right up into corporate America and take on all this debt for these loans for these colleges, man. You know what I'm saying? You have motherfuckers talking motherfuckers out of being in the army or being in the armed forces. But just look at the old heads right now. And you talk to them like, yeah, I went to the army. I worked for Ford. I worked for Chrysler for 30 years. I retired. And you look at how they living right now. And look at the advice they telling the motherfuckers to not do that. That's stupid. That's stupid. I think that the older generation should have pulled the younger generation into the same factories that they was working in. You know what I'm saying? Because go ahead.
It's kind of like a setup, kind of like with the housing bubble thing. Remember when they set Black people up with the housing bubble so that they could get houses that they knew they wasn't going to be able to pay for, so that they could have foreclosures. So a lot of stuff was set up. Whenever they start selling certain things to Black people, it's always a setup. Because I remember back in the days, like in the 50s and 60s and stuff, like when everybody was getting houses, and it was mainly for like white people. But then once they started pushing to black people, black people, y'all can get your houses too. It's like whenever they try to include us, it's some fuckery.
Yeah,
they about to do some bullshit.
Like now y'all want to be generous and shit, so And this is the thing. This is the thing. I want all you sisters, all you big accomplished motherfuckers, really think about this shit. You go get your hair done, right? And then you might get your hair done. You be like, damn, this is Niecy. Niecy got her salon. She on her third salon. Niecy riding big old Benz just like how you riding the Benz. Niecy doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But Niecy's independent. And Niecy got all this fucking money and don't got half the education that you got. But you gonna look down on her because she don't have education. But you got all the debt. Niecy just paying for her workers. She's the boss. Having the money is the most important thing. I don't give a fuck what anybody telling you. You know what I'm saying? You need to chase the fucking money. I'm not mad at women out here who got their hair salons doing hair, shit like that, because they getting money every day. Every day. And they expanding. They understand. They learning as they go. You may be at your job.
And blacks are taught to look down on them.
You may be at your job learning as you go. You may be at your job learning as you go. But all you doing is helping these white motherfuckers achieve their dream. A motherfucker gave me a quote from Farrah Gray the other day. And it was like, work on your dream or somebody's going to hire you to work on theirs. That shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's crazy because that's what most of these motherfuckers are doing. Everybody talks about, oh, we need businesses, we need this, and this. But if you go to one of these companies and don't soak up game and you just place it with just being there, you know what I'm saying? What good are you to the black community? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't even got the ambition to want to even build for yourself, what good are you? It's
true.
Niggas shit on cops. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, all these fucking single moms with all these degrees, they looking for cops. They looking for firemen. Shit, they looking for garbage truck drivers. The garbage truck drivers making more money and living a better lifestyle than most of these bitches with degrees. I'm going to keep this shit 1,000. I'm going to keep this shit the mailman. All of these motherfuckers with these blue collar jobs are living way better because you got sold a fucking dream and you were duped. I only got a little time, man. I got to take I'm going to let you go off for a minute real quick and I'm going to take some more calls. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Yeah, all right, no problem. All I had to say is just that the simple fact that, black people can succeed in corporate America, but it's a lot of things to overcome. It's a lot of racism. It's a lot of hierarchy. These white motherfuckers, they be putting each other's up. And it's just like sometimes it's like I don't want to say it's like this because I don't want to seem like I'm putting black people down or because in some cases it could be otherwise. But it's like a lot of times it's only but so far you could go in corporate America because the white motherfuckers gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you get but so far because they be low-key hating on black people that make it in corporate America. So they don't want you to get too far. I mean, some companies are different. They might not have that racism or, the need to keep black people down, but a lot of them do. But it's a low-key kind of thing. They might let you through the door, but they don't want you to go but so far.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this. When you don't own it, when you don't own the company, you playing by their game. And when you're playing their game, you playing by their rules. So, you can't get mad. You cannot get mad. It's they shit. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Build your own fucking shit, Just flat.
No problem. That's all I want to say. I don't want to hold up the calls. That's all I want to say about that.
All right, for sure. Appreciate you.
All right, no problem. Thank you. All right,
bye. Yo, who this from Indiana, man? Yo, all that noise, man.
Yo.
Roll your windows up.
What up, Jap?
Roll your windows up, man. All that noise in the back.
I'm a truck driver, man. I'm driving right now, man.
Oh, okay.
Call back or something, man.
All right, what up, big dog? Go ahead. I want to hear from you. I definitely want to hear from you.
Shit, I'm a blue collar guy, man. I went to college, man. Got the associates. You know what I mean? Got me an electrician job and shit. I did my research though. That white collar shit, it ain't where it was, man. When I was in college, going through it, got my associates, got my halfway through my bachelor's, I was just like, no, I'd rather stay, blue collar. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, see, that's what I did. There's more money in it. Less debt, more money. And like you said, the chicks be checking for you if you blue collar. You in the right area.
Yeah, because
once they realize how broke they is.
Yes, and at the end of the day, a lot of these white collar motherfuckers are trying to consider blue collar jobs now. They're like, you know what? Let me go look into this. Let me look into that, because they realize the fucking retirement options suck. You know what I'm saying? Your degree is not really appreciated. You know, especially when you working side by side with a motherfucker who don't got a degree. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making the same amount of money. You know, it's dumb, man. Like, it's about money, fam. Get in this shit.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Get in this shit. Get the on-job training. That on-job training is a motherfucker, man. Because there's a lot of jobs that will train you. And you'll become their worst nightmare taking their training to another fucking company or starting your own shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot like even with like trucking schools, fucking electricity. This motherfuckers let you apprentice and you'll be a paid apprentice.
But listen though. A lot of these blue collar jobs is paying 25, 30. They require you to come in the door with an associate. In electrician, in mechanical, they want you to have an associate before you even walk through, before they even like interview you, hire you. Because that associate's degree in industrial technology, electrical, what I got, that's a hard find to even get a motherfucker with it that ain't got the job already. But you coming in the door making 25, 30 all day.
Yeah, but see,
you know what I'm saying? But they require you to have that associate.
And I'm gonna tell you why they doing that. To try to X black people out of it. And it's the same thing that they doing with the fire the fire departments. They want you to come in with EMT plus a paramedic. Fam, you can't go to EMT school and paramedic school and have a job and support yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then go to fire training. You have to literally have a fucking support system paying your fucking way through life to do that shit. So they only gonna get a certain class of people who gonna come in with that type of training, unless you went to the army. And then they tell niggas like, oh, that army fucking paramedic shit is not the same as the regular paramedic school, so you still gotta go to the paramedic school, even though you already fucking know this shit from the fucking armed services. You know what I'm saying? So they do that shit. They do that shit.
Navy. I went to the Navy, so I know.
Yeah,
I know I went to the Navy.
So they
get the GI Bill. The GI Bill will pay for your rent, like in Chicago. Like whatever the zip code is, they give you they'll pay for your school, pay for your books, and give you $1,500 a month.
Yeah, my boy just got out of the army, did 8-9 years, and he in school. They paying for his school, paying for his apartment, and giving him a stipend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what? How does this sound stupid? And who told people that this was a bad idea? Who told people that this was selling out? I don't get this shit, fam.
Man, motherfuckers out here on that bullshit, man. They don't know what the top. They don't know what money matter. Cash is king. Cash is still king.
Yeah.
They care about status and job titles and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I fuck all that dumb shit.
Man, I appreciate you calling, big dog. I'm gonna take some more calls, man.
All right, man.
Let's see, man. Yo, who else we got from Indiana in this motherfucker? Yo,
what's good?
What's good?
Yo, you got it, bro. What's good with you?
What's good, fam?
Hey, so you got it. Hey, so I went to I was in college, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Gary, and I went to school for a year. My pops worked in the steel mill, like you said, your pops do.
Yeah.
And man, I was in school. I'm going to school to be a school teacher. I'm like looking at my dad. One day I just thought about it. Like, you know what? Pops riding drop top. Pops got brand new Harley. Mom's riding 016. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit. Always rode brand new. Nice house. My dad don't even have a fucking high school diploma. And he worked in a steel mill. He don't even have a diploma, bro. He worked in the steel mill all these years and got all of this shit. My mom put her through school so she could be an RN. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in college? You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no school teachers riding shit brand new. There ain't no school teachers own shit.
Fam, I know your story. I know your story. I got family out there in Etna. I got family out there in Miller. All of my cousins, they was all my cousins. They dropped out of work, all that shit. They went straight to the meal before the meal closed.
Straight to the meal.
They went to the meal. My uncles, them, they living good. Got big. They got old schools. They got boats. We used to go to the boats over there in Miller Park, Miller Beach. They got boats, all that shit. Kids struggling, but got degrees though. Come on, man.
Now check this out. So I said, fuck it. I told my pops, I said, man, I'm dropping out of school. He was like, for what, man? I was like, dude, I want to get the money you getting. And going to school, I ain't going to be able to do that shit, bro. So I went on ahead. He was like, fuck it, man. Do what you going to do then. I went on ahead, dropped out, went to welding school for 2 years. Went to welding school and Ivy Tech, they job placed me and shit. Yeah. The first job I had was in the Hunnits over there by the Keebler plant at Premier Waste and Recycling.
Okay.
And it's right over there by the little police department. And I'm like talking to girls on the south side. I tell them, I work for the garbage company or whatever. Those motherfuckers laughing at me. I'm like, really? You know what I'm saying? When you first get in the union, you instantly at 24. You know what I'm saying? So once you get in the union at $24 an hour and they giving you 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, you do the math.
Yeah.
But you got your sisters that's laughing at you though. Man, we overtime gangsters, homie. We don't give a fuck about no white collar motherfucker jumping on that train riding downtown every day to get that 30 grand a year.
Fam.
We goddamn it getting dirty for $1.
That's what I'm talking about, my nigga.
That's simple. I told my nephew, man, you can go to school, learn how to do all this little shit you want to, bro. You young and you know how to twist wires. Take your ass to electrician school, man. Nigga. Go to school to be an electrician, man, so you can go in the mill as an electrician and get this 80 through the door.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell niggas, fam. It's about money at the end of the day. Everybody wants these moral victories. And this is the thing. The parents that see these kids, all my kids went to school, this, and this, that's a moral victory for them. That's a moral victory for them.
Yeah, my baby was the first one to go to college.
Yeah, but they fucking broke in the process. That shit is crazy.
Your baby broke in the motherfucker. Shit.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing, man. Some things, when you go to school, like, what I did learn, too, about the college shit, though, when you go into college, I tell another young motherfucker, if you want to go to school, bro, go to school for finance. You know what I'm saying? Go to school where it's strictly teaching you how to make money, bro. Other than that, you really ain't gonna win in all the school teacher shit.
Well, you can,
bands, man.
Yeah.
That's 30 bands.
That ain't shit. You can get two. You can get you two cribs. 2 cribs and rent them bitches out and make $30,000 a year. So come on, man. That ain't no paper. But look,
easy.
But look.
You gotta be an overtime.
If you gonna go to school, the first thing you need to be thinking about is how is it gonna get paid for. Flat out.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you go for, because you can go to school for nursing. Who gonna pay for it? You can go to school to be a doctor. Who gonna pay for it? You need to figure out a plan of getting it paid. And I think that the military offers an excellent plan to pay for niggas' school. I think that there's a lot of companies, if you explore these companies, you can exploit them for their fucking their tuition reimbursement and shit like that for your benefit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you need to find...
Well, I'm going to tell you this about, I mean to cut you off, I'm going to tell you this about the military. So now I work at the plant over in Harvey, over there off of 157 in Austin at LB Steel.
Okay.
So they end up transferring me down here to Atlanta. So I've been down here for a year, in the new plant down here. So, man, but I tell cats that's been in the military, if you go to the military, go to the military to be a welder, bro. If you go to the military to be a welder, when you get out, the companies, the steel mills, the Ford plants, all these companies, they will hire you on the strength of you just being a military welder. Mm-hmm. You don't even have to be that good. It's just that you're in the military, and most of the companies got programs set up so that for military, for ex-military, vets. So that's why I say go for welding. If you go to the military, you go to the Navy, go be a naval welder. You could be an underwater welder, and you could, work 6 months a year and make $100,000 down in Florida.
Hold on one second. All my moderators, get on your shit, man. If you see a motherfucker talking some stupid ass shit, make sure you hit the fucking button that says ban. Stop just deleting the comment. Ban these dumbass motherfuckers. Go ahead.
So you can do that. You can just come out, once you come out the military, you can just come out and instantly the companies will hire you because they got programs set up for vets. They don't want to see, some companies, they definitely don't want to see people come on from the military and not have a job. So I say if you go in the military, go for welding, man. And like I said, you can make your paper in there, and when you come home, you got a job waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you calling, man. Breaking that shit down like that, giving these niggas some practical information, man. Practical shit. That's what we're going to be on, man. All right, big dog.
Hey, man, bro. Yep.
Yes, sir. That brother, he from where a lot of my people's from and shit. So I know he know what he talking about. Yo, who we got from the 202?
Yo, Jap.
What up?
Man, why are you cooking 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning, Jack? God
man,
damn.
We got to get this work, man.
Boy, I just drove from Richmond fucking with you, man. I hollered at you the other day, too, man. I'm out here in the DMV area, man. But, yo, man, that's some true shit you talking about. Me, I served 11 years in the military, and I ain't going to lie to you. When I got out of high school, I applied to, Norfolk State and got accepted. But shit, who gonna pay for it? My mom, she ain't how I do like that. And I was thinking to myself, man, I gotta do this shit again for another 4+ years. I ain't doing that shit. So my mans went to the military. He came back, put me on to Mr. Recruiter Man. Mr. Recruiter Man, I got fired from my job. I called the nigga, I said, man, I got fired. He said, good. Come on, sign some paper. 2 weeks later, I was in Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego. Paris Island. So fast forward 11 years, did my time, got out. I ain't knew what I was going to do. But like the last caller said, a lot of these programs got vets. I got put on with the federal government for the Department of Veteran Affairs. I don't know if you're familiar with the GS pay scale, the government pay scale, but you go from 1 to 15. I started out as a 9. I've been there for 7 years. Now I'm about to get my 13, about to make 90-some K, dog. You know what I'm saying? But what I did was a girl I was dating, she put me onto the GI Bill. When it got my master's, the only thing about my master's at the end, I had to pay for 1 quarter, which was $4,000. I went ahead and financed that shit. I'm like, that ain't nothing. That's chump change.
Yeah,
now
shit.
I'm sitting, dog. I'm telling you, I remember I was on recruiting duty, and I went to a person's house, and they told me a black man they got a place in the military. I'm sitting here like, nigga, you don't know Colin Powell? Okay, niggas like, you got to be kidding me. So now, and then one lady was like, her son was out of school, graduated out. I graduated, and within 2 years, she's like, well, we trying to figure out what to do, where we gonna go with him. So I'm like, nigga, what kind of grades you have? Where you gonna pay for it? You know what I'm saying? You can't be going to these HBCUs. You can go to college. I ain't never saying don't go to college. Never would say that. But you got to make sure you pay for it. I had a homegirl that.
Yo. Damn, the brother cut out, man. Shit.
Yo.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
All right. So they paid her, the USDA paid to get her through undergrad. Then they paid her to go through her grad, and now she a doctorate with no debt. Have a house in Charlotte. Now she's the head of a university, a part of the department at ECU. No debt, Jack. No fucking debt. I know another girl. She went to Virginia, VCU, got a degree in fashion marketing. This bitch work at a bank.
Thank you, fam. I tried to chase the fucking money. Be practical with this shit, fam.
Be practical because the thing is, man, like, and one person was saying, like, if you go ahead and it's nothing wrong with going into the corporate world if you got a corporate, if you go into the corporate sector, find somebody that's gonna pay for your education. That shit look good. You go ahead and work and put on your little tight ass shirts and suits and stuff and go walk up in here. But guess what? Like you said, once all of these markets start messing up people's pension, they stop pension. 401k, you better get into that shit. Find a place you got a 401k. I do the thrift savings plan, which is partially the same to the 401k. I've been having it since the military. I got it in the federal government. I ain't going anywhere in the federal government. We got job security. If you familiar with the VA, trust me, we got job security right now.
Niggas jumping in that white collar shit thinking that there's job security there, man. Nigga,
oh no, man.
Nigga, as a black man, all a bitch gotta do is say you are harassing her sexually. You can say, you can just compliment. You can say anything. You can just smile at the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you ain't nothing. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You have to use these big ass corporations as an internship to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not stable.
And then on top of that, like, what people have to understand is, with some of those jobs that you was talking, steel mill workers, those kind of laborers and stuff, they got unions. Unions are set in place to protect people. Unions are set in place to, get with the workers, something between the workers and the employers to come up with better plays, better plans, better jobs, better pay, things like that. So it can set you up, because there are times where you have those kind of jobs where you have hazardous pay, you have danger pay. I know a dude who is like, you got people that are handyman. They can do plumbing work, they can do electrical work. One dude told me he went to a white people's house on Christmas Day to do a plumbing job, and they had a sink problem with the garbage disposal. So the white people looking at him like looking at him sideways, like, what the hell he gonna do? And he was like, all right, I'm gonna get these motherfuckers. Now you on Christmas Day, you getting paid triple pay for overtime. So you know what this nigga did? He waited till they go upstairs. He took the broomstick, juggled it inside of the garbage disposal, got that bitch working in 5 minutes. But before that, he was underneath there just playing around with the garbage disposal, trying to make it look like he was doing some work. He just jacked these white people for their money. Just for 5 minutes of actual work, dog. Shit that people don't want to do, like these Mexicans, man. I'm out here, and it's a bunch of all these Southern Americans and stuff, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, El Salvadorians. They out there, they doing work like they moving. They do all of this handyman work that people not trying to do. Did I hire some of the motherfuckers? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? When I had to move into my house, then all my people was at work. I was like, well, let me go ahead and get, Rico and them right across the street from the U-Haul place and move my shit for $200. So they're not tripping. But we out here sitting here chasing this dream that if you go to, because think about this, majority of the people after they get out of high school ain't really ready for college. And then what they do, they go to these 4-year universities. Like you said, you don't have to do a 2-year. You don't have to do a 4-year off that. You can go to a community college, because guess what? You don't know your fucking major while you in that joint for the first 2 years anyway. So get you like a little general studies degree or something. Get all of those extracurricular, what do they call
prerequisites? Prerequisites.
You get those prerequisites out the way that you're going to need anyway. And you get it for cheap. Now, when you cross over, because if you're in state, so I'm in Virginia, so if I go to a community college like Northern Virginia Community College, they got agreements with 4-year universities that they have to accept you. But you got to get the associate. That's where people make the mistake. They go just, go to 2 years, but they don't get the associate. You got to have the associates to cross over. That's the agreement that the universities have with the community colleges, because it acts as a feeder. And now you're going to college cheaper. My sister did that shit. J. Sargent in Richmond, ran into Old Dominion University, great university. Now she just got her MPA from George Mason. Now, did she have to pay for the MPA? Yeah. But she ain't got $100,000 of debt, but you got reasonable debt. Because people have to understand this, like the dudes talk about finance. With debt, actually, having credit is what gets you in the door with these people, because you got to learn how to manage money. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
You have to show that you know how to manage money. And if you don't show that, if you don't have good debt or reasonable debt, then they ain't gonna fuck with you. But if they know you know how to manage that, that's what it is. But you have to understand this shit, man. People don't know. You ripping and running around here trying to chase this, chase that, trying to look good on corporate and stuff, and all this bullshit. And I done sat here, went to the military, did my time, get discounts all over the place. I can go buy a set of Jordans that's $150 and get them for $100 because I was a vet and I served my country. Now I'm sitting out here, I'm living well, Jap, and I ain't got a single mother out there.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got single mothers. I ain't got kids. I ain't Dirty Dick Rodney because I try to do this shit the right way. But people want to run up their debt, and you think that you going to come and holler at me, you got $100,000 and some worth of debt. I probably got just my house debt, which is good debt, and, you know, a car here or a little loan here. Credit score is 770.
Yeah.
You at 5-something because you the goddamn got this $100.
But you got all these degrees. And I really had to break this thing down because I get frustrated. I meet these women. And, you know, when you meet them, they talk so well. They all good on, they accomplished on paper and shit like that. And the women that I meet that really got their shit together either went to the military or they went to like a trade school or they do hair or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They work for themselves. But these women out here with all these fucking degrees and all this shit, they're fucking broke. They're broke as shit. And what they like to try to throw is their education in niggas' faces all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, look how you riding.
There's nothing wrong with education.
There's nothing wrong with it, but you can't brag about it if it didn't result in anything. If your education resulted in you still living with your mother, you got baby out of wedlock, you're still running around here, you're broke, but you taking whole trips, but you looking for a brute force blue collar nigga to help get you out of your position. You know what I'm saying? Or just a thinking man. Mm-hmm. Just a thinking man, period, who says, hold on. That shit don't make no sense. Like, okay, yeah, you're going to get a $100,000 job, but you owe everybody. So you're not living a $100,000 life. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Nah, it don't make any sense at all, dog. Like, you get a degree in something that's marketable. Like the dude said, finance. Everybody ain't trying to count math, dog. Everybody ain't trying to do that.
Yeah, so everybody, niggas need to start getting degrees and shit like STEM. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, STEM.
Because that's the things that's never going to that's always going to be fucking needed, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and like, when like science, technology, math, that's where we're going. And a lot of these schools, these public school systems and stuff like that, they're teaching STEM. They teach STEM as a prerequisite. Yeah. They have it as a prerequisite.
Now I'm seeing. Hold on. I gotta cut you off for 1 second because I'm seeing people in the comments talking about fuck college, all this shit. This is not what we're saying. That's not the point of what I'm saying. What I'm saying
that's not the point, dog.
If you don't have a strategy, don't jump into college. Don't just let people throw you in there and sell you the dream that when you come out of college, your money's just going to be falling out of the sky because you have a college degree. Because in reality, these people with college degrees are broke as shit, got hella debt, and they work in regular jobs next to motherfuckers who don't have college degrees. So it didn't pay off if they didn't have the game, and they didn't learn the game, they didn't have a strategy to get this shit paid for. College could be an excellent tool to get you in the door for certain things, but it's on you to chase the money. Because let's face it, if college was just necessarily intelligence, then it wouldn't be a bunch of college educated bitches out here with babies out of wedlock. Because that's a setup for poverty. You know what I'm saying? If college equated money, then we wouldn't know so many broke college people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not shitting on college. I'm shitting on the strategy in which you go get the degree. If you get your degree and make somebody else pay for it, then, hey, you did it the right way. Because one thing about the game in America and how people get millions is you spend other people's money to make your money. If you buy a house and you're going to plan on renting it out, you getting the bank's money, and you know you're going to give them their money, but you taking their money to make money and bring them back they cut. Same thing with these record companies. They front niggas a bunch of money. They go make up the music. They get to work, put this shit out there, make the record company money, they money back. Then they split the proceeds. The profits. You know what I'm saying? That's how shit works in America. You have got to be willing to take on debt too. But you got to be willing, but you got to know what kind of debt you're taking on to pay it off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to maneuver and know the science of money. They not teaching niggas this shit. And a lot of shit got to get learned hands-on. And that's what I respect about my blue-collar niggas, because they learn the game hands-on. You'll be in the factory with a nigga working 10 years and that motherfucker be like, hip you to some shit like, man, you should get a building, man. Next time we get our bonuses. What you mean get a building? Did the motherfucker tell you get a building? Now you done just increased your fucking salary by another 15 bands a year. Oh shit, because you done took the extra money and then flipped it. That's how them old school players, that's why they living so good. They riding Harleys, they getting a Corvette in their retirement and shit like that. That's why they living so good. Did you see the motherfuckers who didn't know the game fucked up in life with hella degrees, man?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. And you don't want to be sitting here like, I work with attorneys, man, and all these attorneys talk about is the debt. And they sitting here working overtime. If I don't have to work more than I have to work, I'm not going to do that shit. I don't have to work overtime because I ain't got kids and I ain't got hella debt. Like I said, I'm about to make a good amount I'm about to have a good salary come through, you know, and I didn't grow up with a family that made that much money. I mean, $95K ain't bad at all. Like, it ain't bad. I might go on the whole trip too. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Like you said, vacations are reserved for the hard working.
Exactly, man. Damn, you've been following my shit. I appreciate you, big bro.
No, I'm telling you, man, and you like my shit the other day. I be trying to tell people, see, and I'm not trying to go off the subject, but I try to tell people, they be like, oh, game. I said, game ain't about manipulation. Game is about understanding your environment and how to operate in the motherfucker.
Strategy.
That's all. It's strategy, dog.
Game, man. Strategy. That's why it's like, man, when you wake up and you in this world, you just start. When you finally get the game, you like, dog, you just so much happier because you like, can't nothing stop me. I know how. Like, you can put me in any situation, I'm gonna win because I get this shit.
You can't wait to share this shit. But you know, when you sharing this work, man, people gonna feel some kind of way. They gonna feel some kind of way when you share this work, man. I talked about the Colin Kaepernick shit.
Oh my God. We go. Hey, look, big bro, I need you to call in tonight because I'm about to shut it down real quick. I want to do a quick show because I gotta get ready to go to work. But we gonna bring this back. I want to hear everybody in the chat room. Give me a 1 if y'all want to do a part 2 of this discussion, man. Hey, I appreciate you, big bro. Call later on the night though.
All right, Jap. I'm going to try to do what I can.
All
right. Yeah.
I need to see y'all ones. Give me some ones if y'all want me to bring the show back tonight with this same topic, man. I want y'all niggas getting the call queue too tonight. If y'all want to do this shit. Ain't nobody knocking college here. Yeah, man. We getting the ones now. We getting the ones. Motherfuckers want to bring this one back. Niggas want to bring this one back. What up, Tracy, man? I gotta make Tracy a mod, man, because that brother been holding things down for me for a minute. Damn, this shit moving too fast. Now everybody hitting the ones. God damn. All right, so look. I'm gonna drop some sermons later on this day. I got some shit cooked up. We're going to bring this topic back tonight. We're going to cook tonight. Let's go. Let's get back in here about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and let's just go in. Man, I'm curious to see what motherfuckers got to say tonight, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to leave y'all with this music. We're going to get up out of here.
I'm the man in the city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. It's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though. I'm the man in this city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. Maserati gon' kill this beat, I'm just saying though. Foreign riding high shit, looking like a lick. Lurking for a op, stain them like a dirty fit. I'm Molly rolling pure, knew it took a nigga bricks. I put this on a boss, he can't get back shit. Streets fuck with Maserati, I'm just saying though. TTG, I'm trained to grind, I'm just saying though. I love pussy, money and sex, I'm just saying though. You ain't bout this fucking life, I'm just saying though. Green light, a nigga gon' focus on them, somebody's dying. Get your funeral shot up while everybody crying. No sympathy for broke niggas living life of crime. Every gun y'all got for sale, Maserati bang. Traffic, get it cash, I'm a drug dealer. Y'all can't stab me in my back cause I don't trust a nigga. Designer down, Chris Cologne with my teeth grinding. Think I'm macking till them shots be fine. I'm the man in this city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though.
Bitch, I'm lil' flipping on a man, ho. I am. Trap house doing digits, this the bando. You can't get no love from me, you a fan, ho. Niggas hating on me, I don't wanna stand him. Get too close and I'm spraying, fam. Down the hill is my land, fam. Robert G's, I can't land, fam. Fuck the buff in the land, fam. I'm just saying, fam. Broke niggas can't stand them. Top shot, open can them. Body bag for his friends and them.